Oh, what's up, Ugyu? I don't remember who made the first Nicktoons Unite, but I'm assuming, and like I did rent this back in the day. I've actually played through this game before. Um, oh hey, Fmod. But I'm pretty sure this is just like a real quick sequel that they threw together. Like it's essentially gonna be the same game, I think. Of course, gotta check the trailers. Yeah, we've already seen all these trailers. Maybe not this one. Yo, my life as a teenage robot, though. The fuck was that? I don't even recognize that cartoon. What is that? Oh, wait, that's, Shit, what was that show called? Yeah, Cat Scratch. I have not seen or heard of or thought of that in an incredibly long time. Yeah, I don't think I watched that. I think this is the perfect time for this game to come out, to have a trailer for a DVD of Cat Scratch. We've seen all of these trailers before. We've played all of these games before. Yeah, remember when you got in the like, you didn't actually do this in the game. After seeing this trailer so many times and it being on the box art, I really thought there would be like an actual dogfighting section of the game where you fight the giant plankton, but instead it was literally just auto-scroller of flying away from the giant plankton, and that was it. Little bit disappointing, Creature from the Krusty Krab. I have to look forward to that when it comes out in October 2006.
Water. Earth. Fire. Air. Control the elements. The future of the world is in your hands. Avatar, the video game.
Yep, played that. Had that funny glitch where I kept running into, like, it wouldn't load that one part of the map, so you just fall into the void. I forget how I resolved that. I think I had to finish Avatar in emulator or something.
Fast-moving adventure awaits.
I feel like I would appreciate Barnyard more if I played it today. We played that. This is like GameCube game number 9 or something. I think if I played this today, I would give it a much higher score, just because of like the audaciousness, or the audacity, or whatever, of making like an open world movie game like that. I think I didn't know what I was in for at the time, so I judged Barnyard too harshly. Yeah, it's like the farm and then the surrounding, there's like a town, there's like a bunch of paths going all over the place. It's like an open world game, and you bike around and go to missions and do the missions. The mission is, I guess we're just starting the game. The mission is almost always a repetitive minigame that you're sick of, unfortunately. But it's kind of interesting like that. It is really impressive for a licensed title that they went that hard with it. I think it was just, I mean, first of all, it was the fact that I hadn't saved and then my game crashed after like 3.5 hours. So I had to play the first 3.5 hours of the game again. But then also, that one mini golf minigame that they make you play like 6 times is just like, oh, please stop.
Just scattered, and not all of them. Look.
You have to play so much golf in Barnyard.
This doesn't look like Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob, where are we? Far from home, ghost boy. I have summoned you here for a purpose. Our ancient
But yeah, this is like, I don't think this game takes place in Nickelodeon worlds. I think Volcano Island is like bespoke to this game. Like in Nicktoons Unite, we like played through Bikini Bottom and stuff. I don't know if that's gonna happen in this game.
You will know. But first, you must find all of your friends. United, you will triumph. Hoo-ha! Please stop that. Now, follow me, and I will take you to a safe place where you can camp. There are many dangers on our island. You must defend yourself.
Okay, sorry, Street Sweeper going by incredibly slowly. But hey, here we are. On Volcano Island, maybe.
Punch the targets. How does he do that? Oh, it's a crab thing. When you find yellow energy, pick it up. It will energize you. Shoo those birds away.
Can I switch character? Yes, I can. I'm gonna be a Danny Phantom main.
Blue energy.
I'm not sure if he ever got his own game. He probably did on DS, right?
Another hero can.
But never on console.
Some items could be useful when building your camp. Be
This
sure
is my
to
opportunity.
Hey, look at all this stuff. Pockets at the ready, Danny.
Collect 495 more for a costume? Oh. Wait, there are multiple Danny Phantom GBA games? Really? I feel like, when was that show on? I thought it was like a bit SpongeBob's Giant Pearl. The GBA and the oh, is it one of those? Those are the worst, where the DS game is just like a port of the GBA game, and they just like put something on the bottom screen.
Look out! One of those darn birds!
You'll have to jump to get across here. You can jump higher by jumping again when you're in the air.
This must have been pretty late, because the GBA...
Case,
I mean, this
there might be
game-
something inside.
I think this is a 2006 game. Maybe it's 2005. No, we got one more mediocre platformer after this. We got, iNinja. Yeah, so this came out in 2006. This must be like really late GBA. Hardly anything was still coming out for it by then, I want to say.
against that wall. Watch out for the boom.
I do not know why SpongeBob is on the surface. I think we've been taken to like another dimension. I'm not sure where Volcano Island is, but we're doing Nickelodeon crossover stuff, so I think that the usual SpongeBob rules just don't apply here.
What was that? I think it came out of that storm above the volcano. Whoa! Hey, it's the Benton Ghost Assault. Darn, it's locked.
Sometimes you have a choice of path.
Man, thank you. Thank you, tutorial, for letting me know about taking different paths. I wouldn't have guessed. Would have never thought to do that.
Big storm? Do you think the nice old crab will want us to take it back?
Yeah, he's supposed to turn into a literal sponge out of water.
Hey, look! That's like a big robot thingy! Oh, we sure showed him. Yeah, we sure did, SpongeBob.
They called the game SpongeBob and Friends. That's really interesting.
Stay out of the deep water. It is dangerous to off-worlders.
Most of the games were renamed that, huh? Weird.
Those monsters are servants of the Margoo. You must defeat them. You'll have to jump to get across here. You can jump higher by jumping again when you're in the... Destroy the ooze spout, or it will make more monsters.
I don't know what you mean. So known as France as Bob Lapunge. I'm sure that's how they say it in France too. Perfect accent.
Hey, what's that up ahead? Looks like... Patrick! What are you doing here?
Jumping, SpongeBob!
Well, what do they call? Did you guys get
You're the chosen one.
Did you guys get Nickelodeon Party Blast over there?
Patrick, are you coming with us?
Oh, okay.
I feel like there should have been more cash-in kart racers.
You can climb. You can jump. from one climbing
to be
wall to
honest.
another.
Oh, come on. This is gonna be janky. There were so many cash-in party games and not enough cash-in kart racers.
We'll have to time this carefully.
And yeah, I do know that Nicktoons Racing exists. I mean on the Gamecube.
This place is a total shipwreck. This floor is cracked. I wonder if we can break it.
No, I don't know what they call Batman in France.
Maybe we can knock it over.
Yeah!
What? No. What even happened there?
This ship looks like it was picked off the bottom of the sea.
And twisted like a candy wrapper.
If we can make that pipe fall into the water, I bet we can get across. Oh, sweet!
Oh. What? What? Okay, there's like some minor jank to the jumping physics. Something's not quite right. Wait, what did I... Where's the thing that I knocked down? Oh, it's in the front.
Do you guys need airproofing?
I'm still okay, thanks to Jimmy Neutron's moisture spray.
Oh, okay, there's your explanation. He's got Jimmy Neutron's moisture spray. I think this is a thing from the first game. But Jimmy Neutron's not here, so I guess SpongeBob just kept it between games. Oh.
Yikes! The little sand monsters have a big brother!
Like, I'm just gonna... I'm sort of speedrunning this game a little bit. I want to see how much stuff I can just run past. That guy's ignorable, I guess.
To knock that chandelier down, we can use it as a bridge.
These guys might actually have to die. Oh, no they don't. I thought I had to go in there.
Ow! Get off me! Hey, Danny, little help here? It's my friend, Tucker. This upsized TV dinner's cornered me.
Don't worry, Tuck. We'll get you out of there.
Yo, bird bark! Thanks, guys. Hey, what's going on?
Long story, pal. I'll tell you once this guy shows us where to camp.
So, we're hanging out with a sponge, a starfish, and a crab.
Yeah, we're the chosen ones.
Right.
It looks like they are doing a lot more characters though. Like the Nicktoons Unite, you just had the 4, and that was it. You couldn't play as anyone else.
Ours for good.
I wonder if you can like play as Patrick or like play as whatever this guy's name is. I don't remember his name. Side character from Danny Phantom Man.
Chosen ones, those monsters are servants of the Margu. You must defeat them.
What the
Chosen one, you must defeat them. No.
I'm glad you guys are doing the adventure.
Chosen ones, I must speak with you. Let's get cracking. No time to lose.
Play level.
Prophecies say that the night girl and the whiny cephalopod will be covered by sand. You must find them quickly.
While you're there, look for stuff we can use to build a camp.
The main thing that I remember is about this game. I rented it, and I mostly just remember spending the whole rental period grinding. Just like grinding the pickups in the levels to try to unlock all the costumes.
Rats. Energy cells on reserve. I'll have to find another one to power up the suit again.
Sam,
Danny, I'm so glad you're here.
where did you find the peeler suit?
Does he die? He gets turned into a ghost. I don't think he's explicitly killed. I don't remember all the
Gotta
details.
find some whiny guy and save the world again. Come on.
I heard a weird noise on the far side of the lagoon. We should check it
But
out.
I think he's turned into a ghost by processes that do not involve death. Which is why he can turn back into a human.
This looks like it's from Timmy's Fairy World simulation.
I'm detecting useful stuff, Nick.
His molecules become all rearranged. I know that that sounds pretty bad, to have your molecules rearranged, but I'm not sure that that really counts as death. Oh. If you can turn back into a normal kid, then it's not really dying. Like, I mean, that's not really, like, you know, you ever hear that, like, whenever your DNA replicates, right? Like, whenever your DNA is copying itself, it, like, you know, it unspools the helix, and then the shit comes in and copies it, and then it goes back together. And there's these bits on the end of the DNA called telomeres, and, like, every time it does that, you lose, like, one base off the end of the DNA. And so over the course of your lifetime, your DNA is, like, shrinking. And that's, like, pretty bad. Like, that's your molecules getting rearranged just through natural processes. And that doesn't kill you immediately. That takes a while to kill you. So that's not... Your molecules can be rearranged without dying, is my point.
Look, more sharkoids.
More jumping! Hooray!
I found his big crate of meat. Perfect.
Another shipwreck? Hope no one was on board.
Sand monsters incoming.
Oh. They're gonna want me to, like, throw a bomb at the tree or something.
The path is blocked. Pick up that nut that
Yeah.
fell. There's something behind that old tree.
Another sand monster, and it is huge.
I'm not sure that GBAs really have reliability issues. Mine does. Mine does, but I think that's unusual. Mine, the power switch is very oxidized, so you gotta mess with the switch a bit to get the console to turn on. And then also,
Road or the low road?
the speakers are all crackly and bad. Don't know what could be causing that, but, you know, it is pretty old.
That sounds like
It wasn't me!
Squidward!
I never used my GBA in the shower. Or the bath, or anywhere else near water.
There are many dangers on our island. You must defend yourself. Shoo those birds away.
Let's get him!
I'm just trying to find where the next level is. Maybe it's this way?
I I know where to find one of your friends.
Here we go. Yeah.
There's no time to waste. I know where to find one of your friends.
Good. Play level. Yes.
The prophecies say that the three-headed boy will be found with the exiled crabs. Go quickly. Your friend.
I care not for rewards. I'm here to play the video game.
For something to eat. I'm starving.
At least so far, I do feel like these levels are less involved than the Nicktoons Unite levels.
Gotta look for some
Nicktoons Unite had you like interacting with stuff in the level, and like the different characters I think had different upgrades as well. So you'd have to like switch around to get SpongeBob to do something. At least so far, it seems like they've just done away with that. And now it is solely a game about punching and moving to the right. Oh, that was going to be one of the special items. I doubt I'm going to get any of the sets of 4 to unlock anything interesting. Yo, Supper Pukin.
Oh, don't tell me. They spit. It's
Ooh,
gross.
there's one.
Where do all these suitcases come from?
The suitcase dimension, obviously.
I think I might have 3 Patrick items now, though, actually.
Turtle party!
Don't eat the cake. It'll be soggy.
Come on, let's go.
Look! Friendly crabs!
Not. The best parade ever is happening up there, and I'm here freezing my claws off. That makes me so mad.
Battery? Why is there a battery here? I just leave? I think I can probably just leave.
Try climbing those nests.
Yeah, bye. I'm not dealing with those crabs.
Watch out! More soldiers!
This garden is really boring.
Keep your fish to yourself.
Ooh, okay.
Going up.
Looks like
Volcano Island is very Crash Bandicoot, isn't it? This is like the... This is like one of the fortress levels from Crash.
Why am I on guard? I want to be up top, marching in the parade. Looks like more jumping.
How big is this camp?
I just keep going. Yeah, okay, whatever that jumping is for, can't be too important, because I'm just gonna keep moving to the right. Oh, this is a dead end. Unless it's not? No, it is a dead end. What a snipe. No, 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 no. That sucks. Okay, no, it doesn't suck. Thank you.
We are crabby, we are mean.
Marching is fun!
These guys sure enjoy it.
And band music!
Well, keep playing. If we stop, they'll get mad again.
Look, it's Timmy Turner. We better give him a hand. Looks like those crabs won't let him go. Slam jump that pad.
Yeah, they, really generous checkpoint for no reason. I mean, this is a game for small children, but it's also a low-effort game for small children, so I expect very little. Stop punishing me for cheating. You're making me do this the slow way. No. Stop punishing me for trying to cheat. I'm literally just gonna wait for it. This hurts me. This hurts me so much. Okay.
Gotta get through that gate. It's the way out.
Whee! This is the most fun ever, but with monsters.
Dude, Danny Phantom's gonna die.
Lost. What was that called?
If I swap, yeah, whoever I swap to is gonna die. I am now the sponge. Oh, okay.
Come on, let's go.
No. Shit. These things have like larger hitboxes than you think they do, like that. Like, how did that hit me? Come on.
Uh-oh! More angry crabs!
Stop them! Turbo must leave!
Oh, he dead. Where to put it? It's really not hard at all. Just a little bit annoying. Nope, I pressed start and now we're like playing the cutscene out in gameplay. Alright. I think that these launchers are bait. Also, I think I have to actually fight these crabs. The partners are not helping even a little bit. Where are they anyway? They're all just standing here. See what I mean? It's not helpful. Dude, I'm about to die again. How many of these fucking crabs do I have to kill? Damn. Okay, man.
I wish those crabs would freeze.
Done and done, Timmy.
Guys, I found this in the crab's fort. A Jimmy Neutron communicator.
That's great. Maybe Jimmy can help us out.
Sorry, battery's not included.
That's how they get you, Timmy. That's how they get
So
you.
wait, is Jimmy Neutron gonna be like...
With all this junk falling from the sky, maybe we can still find one.
You're right, SpongeBob.
Maybe we won't. Maybe Jimmy Neutron is like the end game character. The whole game will be like trying to summon Jimmy, and then at the end of the game, when things seem hopeless, Jimmy Neutron shows up and saves everyone as like a godlike figure. Here's my rewards. I have none of them. Is this how many levels are in the game? I do know that this is a short game. Apparently, we're close to halfway through the game already, after under 40 minutes. Okay, wait, I think that crab icon might be the character that I'm looking for. Who will give me the level? That's my guess. It seems like it's some kind of radar.
My village is in danger.
Sure.
Chosen ones, please help us.
What's wrong, little crab?
A monster is attacking.
Dude, SpongeBob is like wearing eyeliner.
Crab said only you can help us.
We'll do what we can. Show us the way.
If I have to collect a bunch of stuff to unlock, that could be the case, you know? That wouldn't surprise me. That could actually happen. I would be so pissed. That better not happen.
The great carapace has come to life. It's destroying our town. Run for it! It's a huge sand monster wearing a big wooden shell. Oh no! The wise old crab is in danger. To the rescue! Ah! Oh no! It swallowed the wise old crab.
I'm all right. Get me out of here. Use the catapult. Maybe we can destroy it.
Well, I don't have my old save data, so we're still screwed. We're still screwed if that's the case. I've been trying to keep all of my old saves. I have like... For a long time, I was just deleting them all because I didn't know that I could back them up. But ever since I found out I could back them up, I've been backing them up. So I have like 80-ish games that I have beat the game save data for, which is pretty cool, I think. Probably never gonna need the Nicktoons Unite save. Oh, what? He's instantly spawned in a pit under me. Probably never need those saves, but it's cool to have.
As was foretold in legend. You have saved us. We will make you honorary members of our clan for all eternity.
Guys, look! That jewel is the battery from the communicator.
You're where? On an island in another dimension fighting a monster that's going to destroy the universe! That would explain the strange readings I've been getting. It would? Absolutely! Your monster is using a rip in time and space to steal energy from all our worlds and keep it for himself. If this goes on much longer, all of our homes will be destroyed.
If he's getting so powerful, how can we stop him?
I'm sending Tucker the plans for a device that I just invented. The Neutron Rip Zipper.
Got him!
It will recover the energy this monster has been stealing and close the rip in time and space. My quantum reality forecasting algorithms indicate that the parts you'll need are scattered among the stuff that's falling on the island.
So is he never gonna be playable?
Find them and build a highly complex and dangerous piece of equipment. Any questions? Good. Now find those parts.
I mean, we were talking about this before, and we were thinking that, like, Jimmy Neutron was being phased out at this time. You know, this is 2006. So maybe they were phasing Jimmy Neutron out of the lineup. And so he's weirdly still in this game, though. But they're not really focusing on him. Do you have the next level for me? This guy might. I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'll be back in a sec, and then I think the next level is literally just right here. But yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's go.
Chosen ones, only one more hero to find. One of the heroes remains to
One more hero to find. So if this isn't Jimmy Neutron,
intelligence.
then Jimmy Neutron might just not even be playable in this
Go
game.
quickly, before the enemy gets to her first.
And yeah, he just said her, so it's probably not Jimmy Neutron. It's probably Sandy. That's my guess. Yeah, find the deep sea squirrel, Sandy.
Darn, it's busted. There must be a way across. If we can knock down that pillar.
Hello? Hello? Can we not... Excuse me. Shouldn't I be able to jump up there? Oh, no, okay.
Bouncy trees! Oh, Patrick would love this.
The ooze from that little volcano is making the shrub monsters. If we bust the volcano...
Actually, they're steamroll.
Ugh, whatever. Just bust them!
I will not be busting him. Alright.
What is that walking biohazard?
Something we can ride on. Come on!
The established canon of what? Which established canon are we against here? Oh, ugh. The canon Nicktoons Unite playthrough would involve actually fighting things instead of just not, just running away.
More shambling trees! Let's get jumping!
These guys might actually have to die. Hold up. Well, they already said earlier in the game, the reason SpongeBob can survive out of water is because he's got Jimmy Neutron's moisture spray. So there is a reason for that. I feel like there's supposed to be that monster. Like the moving platform guy. But he just like sunk into the water and now he's gone. And like, I don't... Is there gonna be another one? I don't know. It really seems like he was supposed to keep going. Or that there's supposed to be one just to... Ah, there we go. Shit, I missed it. Come back. It might just be that this is a really long cycle that I'm waiting on. Oh, whoops, and then I looked away, and then I looked back, and I missed another cycle. Danny can fly, he doesn't need to jump. Yeah, can he fly in real life, or is that only when he's in the ghost world? Does he fly IRL? Probably. I think the first game did provide a reason why Timmy couldn't just wish that the game was over. I think they did say, but I don't think they've said that in this game.
Yikes! How many of these monsters are there?
Those air currents look strong enough to carry us.
What doesn't make sense is that this is like the fourth I think this is the 4th game with playable Timmy Turner, and in none of them, conveniently in none of them, he's been able to wish the problem resolved for one reason or another.
Whoa, this place is really old.
Not as old as Cosmo. Hey!
They sort of made Timmy too OP, just in his default power set, that he can just wish for anything, to constantly come up with excuses. The show was probably like that. I mean, the show was definitely like that too. No, no, no. It sucks that you get knocked back if you touch the side of it. That's not how physics work. I'm clipped inside. I'm dead.
Rock monsters, look out! Looks like some kind of puzzle.
I love puzzles. No, wait a minute. I actually don't.
Me too, SpongeBob. Oh, I solved it. I think I solved it. I picked him. It seems like in pretty much every level, you've got Danny Phantom and SpongeBob. And then depending on level, you may also have other friends with you. I don't know. I assume that this can be played in 4-player co-op. In which case, if I were to have 4 controllers plugged in, I think they might just assign some extra friends to me. But the level before this one, I had 4 people. I had the full posse, and now it's just me and SpongeBob. So, like, I don't know what players 3 and 4 would do in this level, if they're just watching players 1 and 2 play the game, or what. But it does seem that Danny Phantom and SpongeBob are like, always here. Of the 2, I obviously have to play as Daniel. Because SpongeBob is generic. Sorry, SpongeBob. SpongeBob had 5 standalone games. I don't need to play as him in the two crossovers as well. What a snipe. There was a lot of SpongeBob gaming. If anything, I'm having flashbacks to the incredibly long cutscenes in Lights, Camera, Pants, where it was like, all right, Now here's the movie, and then it's like a half an hour long cutscene.
Smells like.
It's like the minigame collection is the minigame collection, but then like the reason why it's just a minigame collection is because so much dev time went into this long ass cutscene.
Hang on, Sammy! It's karate time!
Also, the minigames were too long. That's another thing. The cutscene was really long, but also every minigame would have like a 5-minute timer on it for something that a Mario Party game would have like probably a 10-second timer on. So you're just sitting there doing the thing for like 5 minutes, and I just completely crushed the computer in like every game. Just like waiting for it to be over.
Not for long, it isn't.
So, what's going on?
Let me tell her. Well, it all started when I was jumping and jumping and jumping.
Actually, we were summoned here to defeat an evil monster and save the universe.
My, you folks have been busy.
Yeah, I guess I could. There's like 20 Nickelodeon games. I think that's hard to do. A straight ranking is viable. I don't think I could do a tier list because the tiers, all of the upper tiers would be pretty empty. The lower tiers would be stacked, but a straight ranking of the 20-ish games.
I need your help.
I should
chosen
probably
ones.
do that.
Chosen ones. The queen of the Mermac tribe has been kidnapped by the Florians and their mad king. They have taken her to their ooze mine. Please rescue her.
This place is spooky.
Aw, don't worry, Patrick. We'll protect you.
Was the main character's name Nick? I don't remember.
It looks like some sort of spider silk.
It tastes like cotton candy.
True Crime Streets of LA was like game number 10. It was extremely early, so it was a long time ago that we played that. My strongest memories were the incredible destructive environments in that game, where like whenever you had to get into a fist fight inside a building, there would just be like crap flying everywhere the whole fight. Every punch would just like smash a table into a million pieces. There was one driving mission that was like real rough. They would do this thing where like the car that you, like if you show up to a building, do a fight, and then get told to drive somewhere, then you would have to drive to that place in the car that you drove to the place with. Like when you first got to the fight, whatever car you drove there with, you'll be using that car to get to the next location as well. And that can really screw you over in timed missions, where it's like, hey, you now have 1 minute and a half to drive across the map in like the shittiest car in the game because that's what you took to get here in the first place, even though you didn't know. And it's just like, I remember that there being one in particular that was really bad. That took me like kind of a long time to get to work.
Weirdest day I've had since last week.
Had to really optimize my route. Also, there was like a final, there were multiple endings. I did like the longest possible playthrough to get what I presumed was the best ending. But I did go back and get all the other endings as well. And I know There was one where you like fist fight Kim Jong-il or something. There's like a North Korean dictator boss battle for one of the endings. Where am I going? Am I just coming over here? How do I get there? Yeah, there was that level where you go down into the sewers and like the triads are in the sewers. And they do like ancient Chinese magic stuff, and then it's just like, oh, alright then, back to the crime fighting after you're done with that. So this is normal. Pretty fun game overall. Better game than Streets of New York. Like, objectively, but I do think I preferred the Streets of New York playthrough.
Mining the ooze, all right.
They're destroying their environment. We have to stop them.
I never played that other one, you know, the secret third true crime game that's called Sleeping Dogs. I never played that. I should sometime.
Hey, another pressure cooker. Let's make some adjustments.
Well, it started its development as a true crime game. It was originally True Crime Hong Kong or something like that. And then after many, many years of development hell and Activision dropping the game and this and that, it eventually came out as Sleeping Dogs. But at some point during development, it was meant to be a true crime game. Where am I going? Yeah, wait a minute, this isn't terrible. We should probably not saddle it to True Crime New York.
Think about what I like.
Look out! Guards!
Hey, that dome looks about to break. Let's give it some help.
Awesome! We've broken the ooze drill. Let's climb.
It takes them so long to make GTA games now that I think there's a market for GTA clones to come back. There's not so many of them these days.
Bugs better give up.
Most open world stuff is like Ubisoft slop, and they're not really doing
You have been affected by the Magus ooze. You
just
must
like
resist
drive cars,
or
shoot
we
guns
all
type
do.
open world.
Ah, shut up. Soon you'll be
They're currently doing like big open field, open world. Less good.
Here she is, and it looks like she's running out of time. Let's move.
One of us. One of. Huh? Oh.
Yeah, they did Watch Dogs. Those are... Yeah, but the last one of those came out how many years ago? Like... That third Watch Dogs game was like 2018, something like that. Also, Ubisoft sucks, so they don't count just for that reason. I don't care what they do. I don't know if I'm just fighting stuff until something happens, or if I'm meant to be making something happen. Like, that guy is just up on a ledge where I can't get to him. Oh, okay, there we go.
Chosen ones? Then the legends are true. I should have believed Shelley all along.
Shelly? Guys, there's an aqueous thermal diffuser not far away. We need that for the rip zipper.
Look, it's over there. Wow, it's beautiful. Dude?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the most recent Ubisoft game I've played is Rayman Legends. Straight up, like 2013 Rayman Legends, I think, is the year.
Environmental apocalypse. How can we stop him?
If you can distract the king long enough, my commandos can destroy.
So I don't really know,
The river will flow,
but I've never
and the
been...
Florians will be free.
Y'all want our help, Queenie? You got it.
Thank you.
I've never been, you know,
Come and talk to me.
I've never seen a Ubisoft game since then and been like, I should play this.
When you are ready, come talk to me.
Not even that one.
Chosen ones, we are ready to leave. My commando bugs.
Is that
will
a...
carry you.
Is that a Ubi... I thought that was an EA game. Or I might be thinking of something else. Immortals Phoenix Rising? Ubisoft, okay. 2020. What's that EA game? They released some first-person shooter like a year ago that like turbo flopped. I can't remember the name of it, but it had some kind of name.
King Gorge, stop this madness. Release the water and save your people.
The so-called chosen ones. My master, the old
Yeah, I don't know. They should make a Rayman 4.
rules from the volcano, commands that all become one with the
This guy's like a cabbage boss.
No way. We're ending this
Immortals
now.
of Avenum. Yeah, there you go. That you can see how I get that mixed up. Immortal Phoenix Rising and Immortal of Avenum. Too much immortal stuff going on. EA should make Need for Speed, but good. I have no problem with the Need for Speed series. Well, I kind of do. It just... I don't know. I don't know if this is just like a modern game design thing in general. But that Need for Speed game that I played that came out a couple years ago had so much grind. Where it's just like... Like, why do you put grinding in a single-player offline racing game? And it's not even just like a very recent thing, because I'm pretty sure there was grinding in Hot Pursuit 2010 as well. I played that in 2010. I'm pretty sure they were making me grind in that game too. And I mean, shit, just go, even on the GameCube. I don't know what I'm complaining about. Even on the GameCube, they made you grind. I think it's just been EA's MO for like their entire life. It's just like make the game grind longer by forcing the player to grind. The partner's literally just standing there. There's not even like AI to make them look like they're trying to fight the boss with you. They just stand there. Dude, I didn't play Unbound, but I did play Heat. The cops in Heat were awful. The cops in Need for Speed Heat are so bad. Like, once they get on you to a certain extent, it just becomes, I think, literally impossible to escape from them. Like, I remember when I was playing through the game, because you have to do a ton of, like, basically, literally grinding. You have to do a ton of literal grinding. But then, there was, like, this whole risk-reward mechanic where you're, like, trying to not get cop attention. And at some point, I was just like, I have to be playing the game wrong. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna look it up and see, like, if there's a mechanic I'm missing for how you get the cops off you. Because once they're on you, it just seems like you lose. And you can have them chase you around for half an hour and they'll never get off you. And I Googled it, and as far as I could tell, nobody had an answer online for how you avoid the cops. It was just like, yeah, once they get on you to that extent, you're just fucked. There's nothing you can do. People had, like, bad strategies. Like, if it's a low number, you can try hiding over here. And it's just like, no, that doesn't work. So it just seemed like the whole risk-reward mechanism of it was broken. I don't know, very weird game. But yeah, I don't like the amount of grind that goes into the need, because like there were story missions. Like, I get that the point of the game is to make you do a bunch of races, but like there would be a story mission. And then it would be like, you know, I'll call you once I have decrypted the secret thingy. And then it'll be like, you know, so-and-so character will call you once you reach gamer level 30. You are currently gamer level 16. It's just like, oh. Time to do a bunch of unrelated races that progress nothing.
All we have to do now is set up the rip zipper. Jimmy says we should take it as close to the rip
Like, I don't know, man. Maybe redo the game so that all of the races are story related somehow.
Oh, fabulous.
That's definitely easier said than done. But like, I don't know, how many missions are in a GTA game? Like 50? More than 50. It all depends. There's probably like 100 missions in a modern GTA game. So like, they can come up with 100 missions that have story. So like, EA ought to be able to cook up half that for a Need for Speed game.
Too bad about the occupant.
Be careful, guys. This place is wall-to-wall ooze.
Yeah, Vice City.
Maybe we can knock down those stalactites.
And those pointy rocks on the ceiling, too.
Okay, so she can use the batteries. So far, this is the only character that seems to have a special ability in the entire game.
Looks like there are two ways we can go.
GTA 5 is around 70-ish, so fewer than 3 in San Andreas, really.
Ooh, these crystals are pretty.
Or fewer than 4, whatever I just said. I remember way less about all of these shows than I thought I did. SpongeBob is definitely like, I can think of like at least a dozen different SpongeBob episodes just off the top of my head. Many iconic episodes, but part of it's definitely just because that's what they aired the most of, so that's what I saw the most of as a kid. But I definitely watched a ton of like the Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron. And I definitely watched and liked Danny Phantom, but like I can't name a single Danny Phantom episode or describe the plot of a single Danny Phantom episode. I have no idea what happened in that show. Jimmy Neutron, I can't really think of a single episode. Fairly Odd Parents, there's one where they go inside of a Gamecube. And there's the one where like Tom Sawyer shows up and doesn't want to go back into the book. Dude, they're on my moving platform. Go away. There, now they're on that one and I'm on this one.
Rising gas.
It wasn't me!
Look out! More of the Magu's monsters!
I can think of a few more Fairly Odd Parents plots. There's the one where everyone turns into a gray blob. There's the one where they go into the TV and they like fight on the credits. Alright, now that's all I've got. I don't remember any others. That was a special, yeah, that wasn't just an episode. That was Channel Surfers, or whatever that episode was called. That was the big one. It was like an hour-long TV special. Oh, okay. I played myself there. Invader Zim I missed. I think that might be... I mean, that might be true. I don't know for certain. But I feel like Invader Zim is a little bit older. Because that was not airing when I was watching. Yeah, Muck was one of those Invader Zim Hot Topic merch people. That's my engagement with that show. I know it from the fact that Hot Topic shoppers are really into it. The type of person who would shop at Hot Topic was really into that show. I, of course, have never stepped foot inside a Hot Topic because I'm not cool enough. Or rather, I wasn't cool enough at the time. Now I'm just old. I'm finally cool enough, but also I'm too old. Assuming this is a fight. I didn't really watch much Cartoon Network at all. I don't know why. most of the shows that were on Cartoon Network to me were just like filler. We'll put it on if nothing is on another channel. If Nickelodeon had something boring on, I would see what's on Cartoon Network. Or like, I think I remember at one point the way the scheduling was, they would have like Cat Dog on before school in the morning, but then Cartoon Network would have Dexter's Lab on, so I would watch that because like Cat Dog is trash. No, I always hated Ed, Edd and Eddy. I feel really vindicated that the Ed, Edd and Eddy GameCube game was also bad, because, like, I've been saying this the whole time. No, Ed, Edd and Eddy sucks. I grew up in a suburb, actually. I moved into a city when I was like 19 or something, so I know very well. I didn't live in a cul-de-sac. Maybe that's what I'm missing. There was a cul-de-sac down the street, sticking off the street that I lived on. There was a cul-de-sac right over there. No, I've never been sexually assaulted by girls who live in a trailer park. I missed out on that formative childhood experience. You gotta go to, like, Nebraska for the full experience? Yeah, I guess Central Jersey's not Nebraska enough. There wasn't really a trailer park nearby.
This is it, guys! We fly up this chimney and we've made it!
Yeehaw! Mogul, you're in trouble.
We've made it. What do you mean made it where? We made it. The jokes are really lame and it's way overly cynical. See, as a kid, I just hated, like, any cartoon involving babies. I found that whole thing annoying. I know I've mentioned this before, but there was a show on that was like, what if the Looney Tunes were babies? And that show was vile. That was probably like the worst thing on TV when I was a kid. So I didn't like Rugrats either, because I was like, fuck these babies. Not interested. No, not Tiny Toon Adventures. Like, whenever I bring this up, people are like, Tiny Toon Adventures? And no, I don't mean Tiny Toon Adventures. What was this called? It was called... I can't find it. Why did it autocomplete to shower? It was called Baby Looney Tunes. It aired starting in 2002. It was literally just called Baby Looney Tunes. And it would be on like a weird amount of the time, and it was just pure shit.
You guys can lure that monster into the rift. We could seal it up at the same time.
How do we get up there?
Look at all that flying rubble. If we get it jumping, we can ride.
I think it was for like actual babies though, and I was just like too old for it, but it was just like on for some reason on channels where I wanted something else to be on.
Get close. Tucker, you stay here at the switch. Squidward, SpongeBob.
But yeah, I don't know, didn't like Rugrats. I'm down for an overly cynical show.
Well, by
That sounds good to me. Like mainly my only knowledge of Rugrats today is Stu Pickles making chocolate pudding at 4 in the morning. And if the whole show strikes that tone, then frankly I'm here for it. I don't care. I can relate. I've found myself doing strange things at strange hours. Just wondering where it all went wrong. It's that moment of realization where you're in the middle of doing something, you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, how did I get here? What am I doing? Why am I making chocolate pudding at 4 in the morning?
Hey, you wiener! You don't look so scary from up here.
You're thinking of Rocket Power, Ugyu. I liked Rocket Power, for sure. I only remember one episode, but it was the best episode, where they go to, like, the fancy skate park. And there's, like, a montage of them in, like, the coolest skate park ever. And I remember that episode sticks in my brain, because I just remember thinking it was the coolest thing ever aired on TV. Are they I thought that was, like, Hawaii or something, because Tito is, like, Hawaiian. I just figured the whole show took place in Hawaii. Is that just California? What's Tito doing there? But yeah, the Rocket Power kids are definitely way cooler than me. It aged worse than anything else. Trying to watch it is pain. What is happening? Alright, I'm dead. I think we're like I think this is the last level, and we're like in the time portal vortex dimensional rift thing that caused SpongeBob to end up on Volcano Island in the first place. Oop, okay, all the way back down. I mean, it's definitely California, like, from looking at it. Like, you can tell it's not Washington. Definitely not Washington State. Probably not Oregon. It's not raining in every episode. So that really limits your options. Like, it's gotta be California. I don't know. I'm from New Jersey. No one ever said a cartoon in New Jersey. I've never heard of that before, Abscon, so maybe, but I don't know what it is, so... It was Canadian. The Canadians probably don't even know what New Jersey is. Oh, right, I'm stupid. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, of course. The premier New Jersey cartoon. Damn, punishing. I did not know Bob's Burgers was set in New Jersey. I haven't, like, watched most of this stuff, so I'm just, like, not much of a TV person. Like, I did graduate from watching, like, the SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents type era of Nickelodeon cartoon into just not watching TV. That's the last time I watched any TV, was when I was, like, 10. Oh my god, you actually just die if you land on one of those. The checkpoint's back here. Well, it's, you know, we're in like a portal of like sucked up cartoon props. So like there's a cartoon house in the background. I don't know if that's supposed to be from a specific show. That's just kind of a house. Yeah, I never really watched any of like the adult cartoons or whatever. No South Park, no Family Guy, no Rick and Morty, all that. Skipped all of it. Never seen a single episode of any of that. I do feel like I've missed very little. Nope, no Futurama. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of The Simpsons before, but I did see the movie multiple times. I don't know why. I have seen the movie, I think, twice. Yeah, I think by the time I was old enough, The Simpsons was quote-unquote already bad. I don't know. It depends on who you ask. Dude, this is messed up. It depends who you ask, but I did check once, like, when the seasons aired, and I think most people agree that the show got bad by, like, the year 2000. So I missed it. Yeah, I hear a lot of, like, season 8, maybe, that type of answer. Yeah, I missed all the classic, like, Adult Swim stuff from the 2000s because I was a kid and I had a bedtime. Feels bad, man. And mostly, even as a kid, I just wasn't that into TV. If I'm watching TV, then that means I'm not on the computer playing RuneScape. So, you know, to this day, this is my philosophy. But that's how I thought about things as a kid as well. Let's get these guys to just suicide off the cliff. Come on. No, they won't do it. They're too busy beating up Danny Phantom. We own Netflix, says Pixel, son of Ted Sarandos, whatever that guy's name is, CEO of Netflix. Netflix. That's just like Netflix, but only for Ben Affleck movies. If he had his own streaming service. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like, the Jeremy Renner app, the Ben Affleck streamer. Hello, Squidward. You gonna... Okay. Funny running into you here.
We gotta lure the Margo into the rip! Squidward, you gotta catapult us up as high as you can!
As long as I don't have to go with you, no problem.
That looked kind of cursed.
Hey Margo, me and the sponge are gonna suck all of your energy back into the rip, and there's nothing you can do to stop us!
Fools! You have seen your doom.
These like SpongeBob grunting noises. I think I'm probably doing the right thing. I feel like this is just to shoot it until it dies, boss. A crossover between Danny Phantom and House MD. Oh, I think we got him. Show accurate illustrated Dr. House. Well, now you have to post it. I want to see that.
you see, Absorbent Yellow One? You saved us all, exactly as foretold in legend.
Wow! It's like you knew what was gonna happen all along. Can you tell me what I'm thinking right now?
No.
Farewell, chosen ones, and thank you.
A different sort of house call.
Aw, weren't nothing.
Interesting.
I'm glad we could help.
I can't believe they thought we were their chosen ones.
Yeah, what are the odds of that?
Oh, nice Mount Rushmore. And there's the credits. GG. Sub 2 hours. I was thinking, because like I did rent this as a kid, and I remember playing through it multiple times. I remember playing through it multiple times during the rental period, and I was like, why would I have done that? If the answer is because it's an incredibly short game, apparently. Yeah, that, jeez. Yo, Nolan North as the Crab Soldiers? Yes, it is. This is gonna be the last poll. No, we're not running one with one contender. That's stupid. So this decides the order for the remainder of GameCube thing. No birds, crabs, frogs, or crystal scorpions were harmed during the making of the game. Congrats, you finished the game. Reload your saved game to replay levels, complete your salvage collection, and earn all of the medals. Yeah, like that's... The way they try to get more longevity and content out of the game is by making you grind for costumes, find the collectibles, that sort of thing. So I remember doing that. But anyway, that's... Extras is just, well, I don't know what the cheat codes are, but we already watched these trailers. No other extras. So... yeah, there you go. That was Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. Give me a sec to go into the thing. Alright. So that was game 471. Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island. No sewers. Be in an hour and 42 minutes. Which, damn. That is actually incredibly short. I think pretty much every game shorter than this is like some sort of like more arcade genre or like a collection or something like a fighting game. You really don't see story modes this short. That's not normal. So how was that? To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention at all this playthrough, but you don't have to. This game requires zero brain activity to play. It really is just like, I don't know, man. I was just holding right through the stages and just talking to chat about other stuff, basically. Yeah, 90% talking about other TV. I was paying no attention to any of this game, but it doesn't require your attention because there's no resistance put up by the game at all. There's no engagement with the game at all. It truly is just like a game where you go to the right and occasionally have to punch some stuff that doesn't try to fight back. Even the bosses. And just in general, like, the fact that it was so short, the fact that it was the same characters from the first game pretty much that were playable, the first Nicktoons Unite. A number of Nicktoons Unite features were cut. The game is much shorter than that. It really does just feel like after Nicktoons Unite came out, Nickelodeon ordered a second game to be done in a year, and they were just like, I don't know, fuck it, Island, and they just like put something together that just like had absolutely no like planning phase to it. They're just like, fuck it. They go to an island and they have to fight island creatures, whatever. Like there's, I don't know, it really feels very rushed. It's sort of like the TAC 3 of Nicktoons Unite, if that makes any sense. Oh hey, it's this song again. It's sort of the TAC 3 of Nicktoons Unite, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give it a 2. It's like a 2. Yeah, it almost does feel like they just like had something on the shelf, our island themed beat 'em up, and then they're like, ah, crap, we need something. Okay, shove these 4 characters into it. There, done. Like we're just waiting for someone to buy it. It's like you're a game dev drop shipper, where it's like we're waiting for someone to put their IP, like we're shopping around this game we've already made to various licensees, one of whom will ask us to stick their character in it and then release it, and then we'll do that. And you know, they could plug in, you know, if Cartoon Network called up, they could plug in a game where you play as Billy and Mandy and Ed, Ed, and Eddie and that shit. Or, you know, Disney calls up, okay, then you gotta be Mickey Mouse and you gotta save the island. It's just the same game. What I want to see is like a Discovery game, and they plug in like those guys who like go fishing on a boat in Alaska, and like the Mythbusters and like American Chopper, whatever the fuck. Give me the crossover platformer with those guys. I don't know why Squidward was there. That was really out of left field. Right before you kill the final boss, you just randomly run into Squidward, of all people, who's just like, hi, I'm going to send you to the final boss now.